What's up? What's up? How's it going, everybody? Biohazard Candy Kid coming back at you here with another great video. Always exposing this planet. I'm just showing you some more evidence of AI and the techno revolution that's happening, the technocracy that is being built, the techno-fascist society of this planet. Welcome to another episode of Technoshock, where we're going to dive deep into Panama, Latin America. So basically, Mexico, Central America, South America, but I'm going to focus on Panama today. Simply because there are a lot of you on this planet who you think that South America is a safe haven from any other Western or Eastern country, or Africa, or Australia. But you're not safe there either. I'm going to show you that there's no point of going there. Oh, the taxes are lower. Oh, the people there are much kinder. It's a different culture. They're not like America. They're not like France. They're not like China. They're not like Zimbabwe. No, they're the same people. You know, there's a lot of us out there that say the world is the same. And the rest of you are saying, no, the world is not the same. Everything is different. No, the world is the same. The world is exactly the same no matter where you go. The same skin color, the same food, same ingredients, same vehicles, types of vehicles, same everything. Even if you went to Mars, things would be the same. Because all it would be is stuff from planet Earth onto Mars. The buildings, the food, everything. So, I'm going to show you that the same stuff is here in Panama. It's also in Panama. Panama, assisting the AI ecosystem. Panama is actually set to be Latin America's #1 or 2 in the push for the fourth industrial revolution, the circular economy. There's a reason why America built the Panama Canal and why they control Panama. There's a reason why Panama was such a strategic point for the world. You see, before the Panama Canal, everybody in the world had to go down to the tip of Argentina, around, and then to the other side. And this wasn't good for the New World. This wasn't great for building a one-world system. So they needed a shortcut. The shipping industry is big, large, and wide. It still exists today. You can say what you want about trains, planes, and rains. You get my point. You can say what you want about everything else, but the world still runs on ships. Maritime law is big. It's huge. So Panama was one of those places that they said, hey, look, it's smack dab in the center of the planet. Like, that's why they call it Central America. Central. They built a canal which allows for the transportation of anything they please around this planet. And I said anything because human trafficking happens there too. And also, a bunch of new technologies pass through there that go from one country to the other, and they stay in Panama. The Chinese, they've been there for a long time setting up telecommunications. They set up a lot of infrastructure. They brought a bunch of their vehicles there, mopeds for cheap transportation. America is set to take that all out, but do the same thing. It doesn't matter who the players are. They're all going to achieve the same goal. They're all headed to the same goal, which is the fourth industrial revolution, which is to set up the technocracy, which is to set up the whole automated system, AI systems. It doesn't matter who comes to Panama, what language they speak, because in the end, there's going to be one universal language, and actually, it's supposed to be English. They want English all over this planet. The modern English, not the old English, not the old British English from the Middle Ages. They want this new modern English. And actually, I don't mean the new modern English that here in America we've been speaking or we spoke in the 1950s and 60s. They want a newer modern English language for the whole world, which has a lot of words taken out of it and new words put in. In with the, out with the old, in with the new. So I'm going to show you just a few things. This is going to be a small, short video, roughly maybe 30 minutes, just to kind of show you, give you a kind of a, it's like a pre-video to the longer video that I'm going to do on things related to Mexico and down. Basically, starting from Mexico, go to Central America, go all the way to South America, and go to our Antarctica. Panama, assisting the AI ecosystem. This guy right here, Philippe, okay? He's the director of National Institute of Research in ICT, Indicati AIP, okay? Key takeaways. Panama faces multi-phase challenges to successful adaptation of AI, to the successful adoption of AI across the range of industries and sectors. A draft bill to regulate the use, development, and application of AI in Panama and the new National Strategic Plan for Science and Technology for 2029-2025 are aiming to address some of these challenges. Now, I'm going to tell you that they have had this plan since the Panama Canal. But let's talk more recent. This stuff, the new, like the AI, what's the word I'm looking for now? AI initiatives, they've been doing this stuff in Panama since 2010. Let's start from 2010 on. Okay? So 2029 and 2025, well, yeah, they want some of this stuff to be implemented, you know, in those dates, those years, but they've already got some stuff implemented there. They've already got initiatives to start building smart cities, to get people out of the mountains into the smart cities. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this stuff is because you need to be aware so you can defeat this stuff. So you can go to your local congressman, if you're in Panama, go to your local governments and go to the main government of Panama and say, hey, we don't want this crap. Get this crap out of here. And don't replace it with something else that's evil. And I'm not saying be a Luddite. I'm saying you basically replace it with stuff that is for the human, not stuff that's for computers, scientists that are geeks. And I'm talking about the bad ones, because I'm a geek too, but I'm not an evil geek. I'm not an evil genius. I'm not an evil scientist. I'm not a scientist, but you get my point. I'm not one of those geeks or nerds that is evil, that wants to do evil on this planet. I'm a nerd who's against nerds. I'm against the evil nerds. I play video games. I deal with stuff related to cell phones, computers, music equipment, microphones. I'm a nerd in that aspect. Like I'm that kind of a nerd. I'm an electronic tech nerd, but I'm not one of those evil ones. I'm one of the good ones who doesn't like this kind of stuff. If all nerds were like me, where we want to basically save the soil, we want to recognize that there are light aeons controlling everything, and that are only here to give the light and build things, not destroy things. If all nerds were like that, awesome. But we got nerds like Elon Musk who want to destroy the planet. A national project, Indicatic, probably botched it, INDICATIC, is focusing on data processing with AI as a critical component and encompasses research, innovation, and training. Now I'm going to say this. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that have heard of Whitney Webb. A person who is exposing this stuff, a person who lives south of Mexico. I'm sure you've heard of Jesse Ventura, who went to Mexico to live there. And those people are spitting out that the rest of the world is crap, but where they are is not. There's nothing going on where they are. I don't care what they talk about it. They are essentially saying, come down here, this is heaven. Anywhere else, you're fucked. But I'm showing you that you're fucked on this whole entire planet. So you might as well stay where you are, not go anywhere, and fix the problems where you are so they don't spread. Because if you just let this shit happen, it's just like I keep telling you, you don't take care of the ants in your house, they're going to spread until your house becomes an ant. And it's like the movie Evolution. What happens in the movie Evolution? What happens? The meteor comes, strikes. These people from a college go there, and they figure out that it's alive, and it keeps spreading. What happens at the end? First, they try to napalm the hell out of that thing to destroy it, but it spreads even more because of fire. Well, then they figure out, let's take some shampoos, some conditioners that have this certain element in it that can destroy it. So what do? They squirt it up in the hole. They eradicate the problem. If you don't eradicate the problem, it'll continue spreading. It'll continue to, it will spread until it's too late. Until really there's nothing you can do about it. Since there is something you can do about it now, and you will be able to do something about it in the future if you have let it spread to 100%. There always is. There's always a solution to a problem. So I'm telling you this, I'm having you guys, know this stuff. I want you guys to know this stuff so you can get rid of it. Not slow it down. We don't want to slow this down. We want to get rid of this stuff. Eliminate it. We don't want AI systems to run human society, to run our governments, to run every aspect of life. We don't want the circular economy. Let's create our own economies, our local economies. According to Latin America Artificial Intelligence AI Index, which assists a country's readiness for an performance in AI in 5 years. C-Box. Okay. Panama ranked 9th among the 12 countries studied in 2023. 9th. I don't care what position you're in, but no matter what, I don't care what position you're in, whatever, numbered position you're in, you're still up there. Numbered besides 0. If you are anything but 0, you're up there. Wow. 0 means that you're not with the AI. You're not with the circular economy. You're not with any of that. And I will explain the circular economy in another video. We'll go in depth into that. For those of you who know about it, great. Great on the small percentage that know. For the rest of you, you're going to learn about it. Let's see. 12 countries studied with an average. Okay. Panama ranked 9th among the 12 countries studied in 2023 with an average score of 24,000. Average score of 24.66 out of 100. Wow. Like I said, I don't care what score either. If your score is a number, if it's not 0, Below the regional several gaps, Panama lacks AI skilled talent. No, they don't. They don't lack AI skilled talent. That is bullshit. They're trying to pin Panama as, oh, they're far behind. They're not far behind, because I'm going to show you some things on how they're not far behind. Higher education opportunities in AI, a national strategic plan to promote advanced technology and supportive AI laws and regulations. Hernandez, 2023, a talent development, in talent development specifically, Panama ranks among the lowest in the region with a score of 16.12, just above Paraguay and Bolivia. The index further notes the absence of open AI courses, scarce professional training, a lack of advanced postgraduate AI programs, and a shortage of workers with sufficient knowledge to leverage AI for innovation in their roles. I'm going to show you that that's half true and it's half not true. I mean, it's half true and it's half not. There's some truth to it, but the rest of it is bullshit. I'm going to show you. Dimensions assessed by the Latin American Artificial Intelligence Index. Enabling factors for developing a robust AI system, research development and adoption of technology, governance and legal frameworks, societal perception in social networks and digital media, academic trends and expert views on social impact. These issues must be overcome to ensure the successful adoption of AI across multiple sectors in Panama. I'm going to show you something here. See if I can, I think it's this one. No, right here. Okay, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you that this is half truth and half bullshit, and why they are not behind. You see, they want you to think that Mexico on downward is behind on things. They want you to think Africa is, but they're not. Africa has a supercar. They built a supercar. I can show you the supercar that they built. It's pretty fast. It's as fast as like a top-level Ferrari, Lamborghini. It was for the one of the presidents of one of the countries. A guy in Africa just built a brand new engine that is going to supersede all engines of the planet. Along with Toyota and Honda, that, Honda's new, Toyota's and Honda's new engine, which is supposed to supersede everyone. So, same thing in South America, Central America. They're doing the same thing. It's just that they're slower. They're not as fast paced, but that's changing. I'm going to show you. German tech. Okay? So, Germany, see, right here. German businesses, a delegation, Costa Rica and Panama. Smart city, sustainable urban development and mobility. San Jose, Panama City, 7th through the 11th, October 2024. Project completed. Government-supported project for German companies in fields of smart city, sustainable mobility, and public transportation solutions for international market promotion. The Germans literally have landed. What do they say? The aliens have landed. Seriously, They you can look at some of the donors. I don't want to click on any. Oh, right here. Okay. Munter Vogel, software and AI solutions for knowledge management and sustainable mobility. Didn't they say here something about mobility? Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I, but so let's see here. Software and AI solutions for knowledge management and sustainable mobility. IMCO is Germany's largest supplier of electric scooters. As partners, we support cities and municipalities on their way to electromobility. They want to supply Costa Rica and Panama with electric scooters. Why? Because when you build a smart city, a small little miniature smart city, you're not going to need a vehicle. So all you're going to have to get around with is a scooter or walking, because it's going to be a 15-minute smart city. Everything is going to be within 15 minutes. And it's more or less 15 minutes, like let's say anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, which literally all you need is a bicycle or a scooter. And that's what they're saying. Okay? EVOOM Motors stands for a new kind of commercial vehicle with all-wheel and electric drive. The e-car combines economy and ecology. The A-car combines economy and ecology. So they're going to set up a new motor company that's basically going to be like a company that develops cars, vehicles, where they're all electric. They have some type of AI self-driving system to get you from one smart city to the next, if they allow you to do that. Because there's going to be some type of law where you can't go anywhere. You have to stay within your own smart city, and you won't need to go anywhere because everything is right there for you with a push of a button. Like in Idiocracy, for those of you who saw the movie. Treatment and disposal of hazardous and non-hazardous waste. Whatever they deem hazardous and non-hazardous. Not what you deem. Because you may deem a 5G cell tower hazardous to where they might say that's not hazardous at all. You might deem fake food, like GMO fake food, fake meats, hazardous, but they might not deem it hazardous. They might deem your real meat that you have on your farm, the real meat that you have on your farm, they will deem that hazardous. They'll be like, that needs to be eradicated. That needs to be disposed of. You can't have that. Organic life is not allowed. It has to be inorganic. And what was that one? That was HCG. Well, we'll look into these. We will look into these. Iris Intelligent Sensing. Developer and manufacturer of sensor components for automatic passenger counting. They're going to... When the fourth industrial revolution happens, when this new techno-industrial revolution happens, they are going to do an automatic passenger count. Because they will track and trace every human being on this planet, no matter where you are. They will know how many boarded the vehicle, at that time. They will know how many are there. They will know who's missing and who's not. If any of you seen that movie with Justin Timberlake where everyone has like a number, a time right here, think of that as like your identification or some barcode that's embedded in you, implanted in you. Tattoos, they got that shit on the lockdown. There's a reason why tattoos were invented. Concept consultant for transportation and port logistics. Construction and expansion, energy and environmental issues. Mathis, Lafarth, Berlin, Panama, Invest. BEPAN. BPAN. Transport and port logistics. Isn't that funny? Port logistics. Port. Don't they have a port there? The canal? That's a port. It's a logistical port. It's a lot of logistics companies are there. Think about it. Transport. Transport is huge in Panama. So all these people who go down to South America and they say, oh, I left America, I left China, I left, Germany, and I left Russia, I left Africa because this is a better place. This shit is happening there too. So they wasted their life's energy. They wasted all that they had previously just, going there because in their mind, because they've been tricked. It's not in their mind. They've been tricked. They got duped into thinking, oh, that's a safe place. Go down there. They won't find you. Oh, really? South America, Central America, Mexico, it's been riddled with shit since its beginning. Before the Spanish got there. When the natives were there, that came from somewhere else, by the way. They took ships and came there. They did shit too. They had beheadings, sacrifices, so it's nothing new. What's been going on down there? It's just different look and new players playing the same game. Risk and Axis and Allies are still games you can play today. My bad. Risk and Axis and Allies are games you can still play today. Bar none. Chess is a game that you can still play today. Same for checkers. Any of you know why I mentioned those? Because they're basically domination games. It's like you dominate over the other. You basically win over the other person. Risk is exactly what's happening in the real world. Same as Axis and Allies. The board game and the computer video game. Same for chess and checkers. All these people are just making chess moves. We have to make ours. The Elon Musk of the world, the Peter Thiels, the Council on Foreign Relations, all those people, Bilderbergers, they're making chess moves. We make ours. We don't just make a dumb chess move and have them knock our pawns off and then we have no standing army and we lose. Nope. We make our chess moves too. We start making chess moves also. And we make deadlier ones than they do. Ones that they know will make them lose. Nelson? However you say that. N-E-H-I or N-E-H-L-S-E-N. Service provider for recycling and waste disposal through highly specialized processes resulting from technological innovation. I wonder what the fuck that could mean. Well, we'll click on these. Siemens, very big company. Siemens is huge. Do you want to know how big Siemens is? Let's see. Siemens USA. Siemens is a technology company for industry, infrastructure, and transportation. Siemens has cutting edge. Fuck your cookies. Siemens has the cutting edge technologies and experience to revitalize U.S. manufacturing and advance our industries. Do you know why the United States manufacturing sector has gone away? It's not because they want to take jobs. The jobs are coming back, actually. You're going to see a new revolution in American manufacturing. It's going to be AI automated manufacturing. So what you see here, all these people in this little background slide show, whatever, are going to be gone, and it's going to be done by computers. All you're going, like what they're doing here, all you're going to have is one human go to the building once, like maybe 3 times a week, just to make sure the computer's functioning. That's it. Well, we'll get into Siemens. Let's read what they say here. Technology company that brings together rolling stock, rail infrastructure, rail services, and software to provide sustainable, comfortable, and economical rail traffic. Do you know what that means? They're going to bring an automated AI rail system to Panama, which you're going to have an app for in order to get on the train to go from one place to the next, which I don't understand why we're still building rail infrastructure today when they have these smart city initiatives, 15-minute city initiatives, to build these cities where you don't need to go outside the city walls. What's the point of having a rail system? Oh, okay. I get it. You got a family member that's in the other smart city and you want to go visit them, you have to take our rail system, our AI automated rail system. Our AI trains. You can't drive there because there's no vehicles. I will let you walk there. Go ahead, walk across the desert. Walk across this barren wasteland that has been polluted, that we have destroyed. See how far you get. Go and be like the 1800s, like the people who crossed from the east to the west in America. You won't make it. That's why you need our AI automated trains. Will you pay with digital currency to get on the train? Oh, and if your credit score, if your number score is really low, sorry, you can't go anywhere except from your bedroom to your kitchen to your bathroom. Through its transport, SIM impacts together for better performance. Together for better. Together who? Who's together? Oh, all the big tech companies, all of the evil people on this planet, the demons. Oh, okay, because I'm not with you. They always say us. They always say, together. Like they're saying everybody's on board with this. I'm not on board with this. And there's a lot of people who are not on board with this, and we're the ones that they're worried about, that they want to eradicate. Because we know what's up. The people in the truther community, the real truther community, not the one that's been co-opted. Through its transparent knowledge transfer, the company contributes to the empowerment of rail system operators in Latin American cities. They want to empower rail system operators in Latin America. The word power is an empowerment. So they want to give power to these rail system operators. They want the power to be in their hands once these companies have already done what they've done. Let's see. Let's. I clicked on Siemens because it's a very, very, very big company. Take a minute to load here. Network from okay. Oh shit. It's all in German. To your access. Okay, let's see. Okay. I guess it doesn't have a Okay. All right. So let's look at two companies. Oh, actually, let's. I wanted to show you this real quick before I go back to, because I was gonna go back to, where was it? This thing. Okay. Let's keep these all together. So I was gonna go back to this thing, but now I'm gonna continue on here just a little bit, and then I'll go back to the other page I was reading to you about. Smart city, sustainable urban development, and mobility. There's all the signs and symbols of the smart city and urban development. German business delegation, Costa Rica, Panama. Okay, all right. So, meet German companies from the sector of sustainable urban and mobility development, 2024. This was not that long ago. So this was like a conference they held, and you could see some of the players in there from Germany. Okay, they got a little map here. They got a little picture here of like the whole infrastructure. We are pleased to invite you to participate. Let's see, which sports business. Okay. This initiative represents a unique opportunity for Costa Rican and Panamanian companies to explore new possibilities. Let's see. The program includes a wide range of meetings where German companies will present their expertise in innovations in technology and sustainable urban mobility development. Because the first thing you have to do before setting up a smart city, a smart grid, you have to have some type of mobility infrastructure. You have to have like vehicles, trains, planes. You have to have all that stuff because people have to go somewhere. Like you can't just have everyone walk. So because walking, with your own 2 feet, they can't really get you for shit. They can't track you that way. Sure, they can have brain implants. They could put stuff in your body and, have something that could be connected to like some type of cloud, some type of data center, some type of center where they can see what you see, stuff like that. Pasta. No. So literally, they have to set up some type of mobility infrastructure, some type of transportation infrastructure. So that way, you go where they want you to go. So we go back to here. Legislation and strategy. In July 2023, a draft bill number 014, was presented to the National Assembly of Panama. The bill aims to regulate the use, development, and application of an AI in a country. National Assembly of Panama 2023. Development and application of AI in a country. National Assembly of Panama 2023, presented through citizen participation, citizen precipitation, or participation. Yeah, citizen participation. They're making it sound like, oh, the citizens are on board with it. Oh, they are so on board with it. So there's nothing wrong with it. If the citizens are fine with it, then it must be okay. Yeah. You mean the citizens you control? Not the ones that you don't control that know what the fuck is going on? That are the light aeons that are about to screw your ass? So not everyone's on board with this crap. The bill applies to any person within Panama who develops, uses, or commercializes AI systems and prohibits the use of AI for illicit purposes, including the creation of digital forgeries such as deep fakes, video fakes, and audio fakes. Responsibility for such misuse falls on the person employing AI, even in cases where outcomes are unintentional or unforeseen. Additionally, individuals or companies using AI must inform affected individuals about any automated decisions made by the impact on their personal data. So here, they're like, oh, we're going to go after the evil people who are doing deep fakes, video fakes. Why don't you just go after all of it? Because all of the AI is shit. Because it's not just a person like me who's going to be doing deep fakes. It's also the big tech companies that are going to be doing the same thing. Oh, it's okay for Elon Musk to do that, but it's not okay for Joe Blow in his own house to do that. See, what they don't want is they don't want us using the AI against them, AI against itself. They don't want us to destroy from within, meaning we use their shit against them. They don't want that. Oh, you're not allowed to use AI against us. Oh, but you can use it to create cat videos. Yeah, that's allowed. But you can't use it to spread the truth. AI must inform affected individuals about any automated decisions made by the impact on their personal data. That goes for both sides. So if those tech companies are doing something with your personal data, you got affected, AI better do something about it. You know, it better be informed. It must inform affected individuals. It must work both ways, basically. Although Panama does not yet have an official AI strategy, which they have one, they already have an official AI strategy. They just make it seem like, again, like they're backwards because it's Latin America. Latin America is not backwards. They're actually forward. They are just sitting ducks. They are just waiting for everybody else to come to them, which they're already doing stuff themselves. Very slowly, but they're doing it. Although Panama does not yet have an official AI strategy, it will shortly introduce its plan, Estratégico Nacional del Ciencia y Tecnológico, PENCYT 2025, all the way to 2029. Let's just call it a PENCYT, PENCYT, is a broad initiative for science and technology that aims to support and coordinate research efforts. CCOM 2025, the PENCYT of 2025-2029 will focus on 6 key areas, one of which is digitalization, within which AI will be addressed. See? It says it does not have an official AI strategy, but then here it says, oh, it will shortly introduce its plan, this plan, in these dates, and it's 2025. So they don't have a official AI strategy, but yet they're going to introduce one. And when was this? When was this thing? It doesn't even say when it was, but so it's like 2025 right here. 02. Oh, we don't have a plan, but yet we're going to introduce something right now. Sounds to me like you have a plan. And it's been there for a long time. You don't have a plan. Nah, you can't do that. You can't say we don't have anything, but you have something. That's lying. That is lying. And lying is not allowed with me. Oh. You know, if you lie, you get the death penalty. And facts are facts. AI penetration and adoption. Manufacturing is currently the only sector in Panama that is significantly leveraging AI. Manufacturing. Do you know why manufacturing is the only sector in Panama that is leveraging AI? Do you know? Do you know why? Because it's AI building AI. It's AI building robotic tools. It's because they have to manufacture stuff for the smart cities, for the fourth industrial revolution that's coming around the world, and just coming to Panama. Like, they have to manufacture the stuff first. So they put AI systems within manufacturing that basically will do the work that a human does at a faster pace. And a human will just sit there in front of the TV and just basically do nothing and just be like you're not already like that. It's just you're not doing that on a couch. You're doing that walking around the city streets, driving in your car, going to your 9-to-5 job, going to birthday parties, nice dinners, concerts. But you won't be doing that anymore. You'll be sitting at home just like an idiocracy with a tube to your mouth if you let this happen. It's only if you let it happen. It's up to you. However, there is a trend towards expanding AI uses across other sectors, including agriculture, urban development, environmental management, education, finance, and health. See, they want, and let's put in military. They also want military. They don't mention it here, but they want military. Okay, Panama has a military. So, urban development, that's going to be your smart cities. Environment, that's going to be, environment. Like they're basically going to create artificial suns. They're going to create an artificial environment. You're going to live like in a biodome. Artificially created environments. Environment. Let's just take environment. And then here it says environmental management. That's like your what's it called? Your garbage trucks are going to be AI powered. Your sewage systems, anything that has to do with environment, because the word environment is in environmental. Okay, manage is in management. They want to manage. They want to manage your life. They want to manage the environment. Education. So they got to start with the children. You got to get them while they're early. You got to teach them all this AI stuff. You got to teach them about technocracy. You got to teach them about the fourth industrial revolution. Okay, so they're going to do that through AI, and it's already happening. It's just here they're talking like it hasn't happened yet, but it's already happening. It's small right now. It's incremental, small, slow, but with all these companies from around the world showing up there, it's only going to get faster and more robust, become more robust, and it's going to accelerate at a speed at which the human race will not be able to comprehend. At first, because we are gods. All of us. We are light aeons. Even those of you who turn to the dark side, you can turn back to the light side and become a light aeon because you started out that way. Finance, That means they want to control the money there. They want AI in the finance sector, so that way it controls the banks. Because they want to control the flow of money. They want, just like they're doing in China, America, just like they're doing all over the planet now, where they have control of your money, they want a computer automated AI system to control the finance there in Panama. So that way, if you're someone who has $1 billion in the bank, oh, you're not allowed to have that. Zip! With the press of a button. Click. Now you only have $2. Not $2 billion, $2. Where'd the rest of my money go? Oh, it went to the guy who lives up in the moon, who actually is with our program. He actually got accepted to go to the moon because he basically ate the genetically engineered food. He actually took the vax. He actually, his score was at 1,000%. He actually said yes to everything that is evil. And he was also transgender. So we gave the money to him. But because you're not with us, you're not with the program, you're trying to destroy it, zip, you're only left with $2. Sorry. And what's that $2 gonna get you? Oh, you see that pile of shit over there? You can eat that shit for $2. Go ahead, eat shit. Literally, poop that comes out of the ass. Finance and health. So they got all the angles here. And military, because they're going to control the military. They're going to have AI robots. They're going to have super soldiers. That's already in place. That's already here. They're just not showing you that yet. Because if they showed you all the shit that they have 10 years down the road from now, 5 years, you would be like, no, you're not having that come out. We're going to kick your ass and destroy you right here and now. So they're not going to show you that stuff. They might show you one thing and be like, this is the wave of the future. This is 50 years from now. No, it's more like 5 years from today. And they got the health angle. They're going to be controlling health through AI. AI is going to run the health department there. It's going to run all the hospitals. It's going to be connected to your Fitbits or your cell phones, which is old and outdated tech already. It's going to be connected to you and whatever application is running inside your body. They got that shit locked down. Or to your, what's it called? From the last show. Connected to your little smart goggles or smart lenses. Your contact lenses. Which, that's old tech already too. They already got stuff like brain chips. They basically already got stuff that is like, have you guys seen the movie Star Kid? It's like Star Kid where he connects his brain to the suit. It goes bzz, bzz, bzz. And you got unbeatable powers. They got shit like that, except it's not a suit. It's going to be drilled into your head, into your eye sockets, into your heart. Surgeries of certain technologies inside the body are going to be commonplace. It's going to be like Star Trek in terms of health and medical sector. Like, think of Star Trek and how she has a little scanner and she goes bzzz, and then you're healed. That's one of the roads they want to take. The other one is more physical, with actual physical tools. They cut you up, they implant the shit. So literally, they got the health angle covered. And then I would add military. They want a super soldier army to defend the place against people like me who would protest against this stuff. They want super cops. Yeah, they want super cops. Whether it's it's like a Judge Dredd, Sylvester Stallone movie. Whether it's an AI robotic cop, small or big, basically law enforcement, military. Health. The expansion remains in its early stages, and no specific policies or initiatives are yet actively supporting AI adoption in these three sectors, nor are there measurable goals or benchmarks in place to track AI penetration or its sectoral impact over time. I would say this is bullshit when they say that this expansion remains in its early stages. It's not in its early stages. Sure, what they want to show you is the early stuff that they have worked on in 2010. They already got the full-blown stuff out there. They just are not going to put it out now. They'll put it out in, I'd say 2029, 2025. They got the early shit out now. Sure. But see, they're past the early stage already. They already got the stuff of 2029. It's just not out now. It might come out even earlier because so many people will just cave in super quickly that they might say, fuck 2029. We can get it out in 2027. Fuck yeah, let's do it. 2027 rolls around. They get all that shit out. Bam. Nor are there measurable goals, benchmarks in place to track AI penetration or its sectoral impact over time. There are benchmarks in place. They tell you that there aren't, but there are. Oh, no, they're telling you that there isn't, so there isn't. No. Just because someone says something doesn't mean it's true. You have to go and verify. Verify what I say. Go out there and research what I say. I'm showing you receipts right here. It says here, there are no measurable goals, but come on. Really? Who are you fooling here? You ain't fooling me? You do have measurable goals or benchmarks in place to track AI penetration or its sectoral impact over time. They do. They just want to tell you they don't because they want to make it seem like Panama's third world. They're still behind. No. You think with all of that traffic that comes through the Panama Canal, Panama's third world, get the fuck out of here. Adoption indicators reveal notable differences in technology transfer between Panama's private and public sectors. They want to merge the private and public sector into one, by the way. Same like they're doing here in the United States. That's why you really don't have a private and public sector here anymore. And same all over the entire planet, all countries, all islands, all land masses, above and below. So as above, so below. With government indicators for AI promotion, surpassing those of private companies, a trend that mirrors patterns observed in many other countries in Latin America. There is limited information on collaboration between local businesses and government agencies regarding the implementation of AI, and it is unclear if there are incentives for organizations that choose to adopt AI technologies. There's limited information. Okay, that I will agree with. You know why? Do you know why I will agree with that there is limited information? See, they're saying there's limited information because of the technologies they have now, because the technologies they have now aren't good enough to provide them with that much information because it's old tech. It's tech of the 2000s, 2015, stuff like that, 2005, 2020. So in order to get a lot of information, they have to build a robust system that can get you a lot of information in 2 seconds. So they have to bring in, limited information ideology. They have to bring in, there's limited information. So that way the people will be like, well, let's get this shit going so we can get the full information. Let's put these AI systems in there. Come on, what are you doing? Using this old technology from the 1990s, early 2000s, 2000 teens, 2020s. Come on. Several factors are impacting the adoption of AI in Panama, primarily the lack of knowledge on how it can be applied with various domains and what benefits it could offer. Another significant barrier is reluctant to invest in its new technology due to uncertainties surrounding its adoption. Additionally, there is a workforce skills gap with limited access to the expertise required for AI implementation. First of all, I'm going to say this. The reason why there's only one several factor. These, okay, that's what they say. They don't have the schools. They don't have there's lack of knowledge. No, they think that humans are stupid. They think that humans are innately stupid from birth or before birth when we're just the semen floating around in the penis. Now, what it is that there's a certain group of people that are not for this. They're against it. And that group is large and they're like, we don't want this shit. So that is what is the barrier. It's that the people are saying no to it, a certain section. And so what are they to do? Eradicate them by any means necessary. And once they've eradicated them and all that's left are the people that are like, I'm with it. They got you. Increasing demand for AI skills. According to McKinsey's workforce skill model, technological skills are increasingly valuable and are projected to have the greatest impact on working hours. This trend is observed globally and affects all sectors, although the degree of technological advancement varies by country. In its report on the future of employment, the World Economic Forum predicts that specialists in AI, big data, and digital transformation will be among the roles most in demand in the next few years. WEF 2025. Now, see, and the other thing is there are no barriers really, because if the only barrier is just pushback from a big portion of the population, really, all they have to do is kill them off. I don't support that, but that's all they have to do. I'm just saying that all they have to do is their plan of killing a big portion of the population in Panama and then only leaving the sheeple. Which they're going to do. They're going to do through some disease, some type of food allergy, some type of war, burning whatever they need to burn with lasers, creating a bunch of fires like they're doing here in the United States and elsewhere on the planet. So they're going to eradicate that section, those kind of people. They're going to eradicate that group of people, those group of people who are, pushing back on this stuff. And they're pushing back heavy. So let's just leave them out. Well, there's no really any factors slowing this down. There's nothing really going on that's not making this stuff happen, because this stuff is still happening. I guess I said I went over the time. So literally, this is not just where you live, it's also in Panama. It's elsewhere. Advancing Panama's technological capabilities. this project, okay, the enacted project, an initiative of National Secretariat, Scientist, Technology, and Innovation. This long word right here, under the National Panama Digital Hub project, is funded by the Panamanian government, but also seeks other resources via grants projects with international banks and private contracts. Private contracts. We're going to have to look into what those private contractors are. Like I showed you a few of them right here, right here, right here, right here. A very big one. Siemens, same impacts. Let's take a look at Bunter Vogel. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Right here. Translate. Come on. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Ja. Software development for your company. Exceptional and unique software solutions for your success. Individually, like 100% web-based, compliant, and reliable. Let's see here. What'd they say they wanted? Damn it. Software and AI solutions for knowledge management and sustainable mobility. Let's check companies. Okay. Bunter Vogel, GmbH, Co. Damn it. Not translating. Okay. Well, so this is them. Software. So it's basically a software company. So right here, Siemens. Uh, let's just hear it from the horse's mouth. Microsoft, another big player.
We as Siemens are a technology company combining the real and the digital world, working on efficient engineering, easier operations for our customers to solve their problems. We are working with ThyssenKrupp for many decades now. They are using our hardware, software, as well as GenAI services to accelerate the automation engineering.
Today we're in our facility building assembly and testing lines for the field of automotive batteries.
We have very complex machines that have to be programmed, but not enough programmers that have the skill or the experience to do that.
Siemens Industrial Copilot will transform how we communicate with machines. It is running on the most powerful large language models out there, the GPT-4 model. Everything running on Azure OpenAI servers. You can just speak to the Copilot and then it will answer in your native language.
You formulate a task or a problem you want to be solved, and it will generate the code. If the machine has an error, you can go there and ask, what is the problem? How can I solve it? You have documentations that are sometimes hundreds of pages long. You can ask the Copilot, just give me a summary. This enables the machines to be operated by less experienced workers.
AI copilots will take over repetitive tasks and enable people to focus on their strengths.
Now we have a technology which is super powerful, which helps us to really accelerate everything that we are doing in a robust, reliable and trustworthy manner. We take our domain knowledge and inject it into the Copilot so that it's capable of really improving day-to-day work. It supercharges our endeavors.
And they said Copilot because Microsoft has their AI program, a Microsoft Copilot. So Microsoft is teaming up with Siemens and ThyssenKrupp to develop these new AI systems that will automate things and make things more efficient. And like he said, they don't have the what's it called? They're lacking in people, and that's because we are still in a world where we're teaching people a lot of old things. You know, we're teaching them how to do mechanics with mechanical cars still. There's a lot of people that have to learn this AI stuff, but there's a lot of people who are not going to learn it. They're going to go back to farming. They're going to reject this stuff and say, I'd rather be a farmer. No, thank you. And then like an old school farmer of the 1960s. No, thank you. That's why they got to get the kids early. These next two generations, Gen Z and Gen Alpha, and I'd say the third generation after that, but these next two generations, they're the ones that they're going to get because they're already on smart tablets, smart devices, cell phones, tablets, wrist watches that are, smart watches and all this stuff. So literally, the smart goggles, smart glasses, smart hair, butthole, pee-pee, whatever. They literally got all of the kids. And coding is not dead like in the traditional sense, the traditional type of coding. It's just that the newer generation is not learning coding like the old school coding. They're just letting AI do this stuff. And it's not even the new kids. Even my generation, even the previous generations before me that are still alive, they are learning this stuff. There's a few of them out there, but it's just the newer generations. They are going to be alive when the AI infrastructure and the AI systems are running about. When the fourth industrial revolution is in full swing, I'll probably be in my 80s and my children will be in their like I don't know, 50s, 30s, whatever. Like, I'll be the elderly person, and my children will be the young, the young bucks. Let's take a look at what DW News has to say.
Well, it is one of the biggest consumer tech shows in the world, and this year's CES in Las Vegas is going big on artificial intelligence. Among the companies showcasing their newest products are Siemens, a German industrial conglomerate founded in the 19th century. But is Siemens really a tech company?
The Siemens keynote was itself an announcement that the German conglomerate is no industrial dinosaur, but a digital innovator. Among the innovations, working with Amazon to bring generative AI to its customers and what the CEO calls an industrial co-pilot, and envisioning a future where software programs itself.
Amazon is a big, big company, very huge around the world. It's not what you see on the internet. It's not the Amazon storefront. It is huge in the AI. They are working with tech companies. I'm going to show you some Amazon stuff. They are working with companies around the world to create AI infrastructure like you can't imagine. Amazon, it's already built. They just have to update it. They just have to make it better. But they have an AI cloud.
Whatever we need, but using less resources. Currently, it's still in a co-pilot version. That means you always have the human in the loop to make a final decision.
See, they okay. So when this stuff gets implemented, when the fourth industrial revolution gets implemented, at first you're going to have humans, like I said before, like in that that one page I went to, where you saw in the background there was a lady, there were a few people coming in, typing in on the screens, things. At first, you will have a human 3 times out of a week operating this stuff. But they eventually want to eradicate the human. They don't want any humans left. They want all humans to be destroyed, and they want it to be just like the Borg, like in Star Trek, where it's just machines running machines, and humans are not needed. Or if there are any humans, they just have them relegated to a couch watching one television show that says, I will obey, I will obey, I will obey. So, at first, yes, you will have humans running these systems. Yes, you will always need humans running these systems to a certain point. And that point is not the point of no return. It's just the point where the computer takes over the computer. A human is not required anymore. But I'm going to say this, and I'm speaking as them. I'm speaking as if I were one of them. But speaking as me, you will always need a human being. You will always need a human being. It doesn't matter how far flung into the future you are. It could be 1 billion years from now. You will still need a human being. Let's take it back.
In a co-pilot.
Where software programs itself.
Whatever we need, but using less resources. Currently, it's still in a co-pilot version. That means you always have the human in the loop to make a final decision. But as we go along, the integrity and the quality will go up, so you really can have a release of a software programmed automatically. And that's the big thing what you want to do. This makes scaling technology much, much faster.
What did he say? You will need a human. To make a final decision. But see, once the computer is to where they want it to be, once the technology is where they want it to be, they will basically be like, hey, we don't need a human to make the final decision. The computer can do it themselves. They want to relegate the human brain that makes a final decision on its own, organically, to a computer chip, to a computer infrastructure, AI infrastructure.
The integrity and the quality will go up, so you really can have a release of a software programmed automatically. And that's the big thing what you want to do. This makes scaling technology much, much faster.
Yeah. Because see, what the angle he's playing here is that the human is not capable of going at the speed of light, when yet humans have gone at the speed of light. We built vehicles. I mean, and when I say speed, I mean the speed of sound. We can go fast on our own. We don't need a computer to have us go fast. We've done it before. In the ancient times, we have done things that they don't want to tell you about naturally, organically. But no, they don't want to tell you those things. So what they tell you is, oh, the human is not that capable. We are not gods. We are just humans. We are not the gods that you worship in your church. So therefore, you need some help. Let us help you out by building a computer that can do the task faster than a human can. When the real truth is, humans, our brain, fast as lightning. Because we are gods. We are the light aeons. We are the light bearers ourselves. He's one too. I mean, he was once one. He just became a dark bearer. He just became a dark aeon. A demon.
And using the data in a much more meaningful way.
The 170-year-old German company is still better known for its turbines than its digital innovations. Though the company has been involved in automation and digital industries for some time, it's still often lumped together with slower-moving firms. But the AI venture is part of a modernized Siemens.
You see, they started out as a company that is all about new ways of energy, sustainable energy, such as wind turbines, which I'm going to say this. The Dutch, they were the ones that invented the windmill. Okay? Like the windmill that you see in a bunch of photos where, it's on a farm. It's got those big, arms sticking out, spins around. That windmill was invented by the Dutch. They used it for lots of things. The rest of the world just took that idea and said, hey, we could use it to power cities. That's what Siemens been doing with their turbines. So it's no surprise that they want to get into AI systems, because sooner or later, they're going to have AI automated wind turbines that can fine-tune the power output to your city. And also, what's needed to run these AI systems? A lot of energy. So Siemens is going to have to ramp up their department where they make a bunch of turbines. They're going to have to ramp that up. They're going to have to ramp up their production of wind turbines, because this stuff is going to take so much energy. They don't even have an idea. They think, oh, you just put 50 turbines here and that's enough. No, it isn't. With the AI infrastructure they're talking about building around the world, you don't put 50 of them. Nah. It's going to require to infinity and beyond. Let's continue.
Tools to enable industrial companies to be more dynamic.
We want to get many more people access to new technologies, any kind of technology, automation technology, AI technologies, without having a training, without being an expert on software development. This is about democratizing. So that means you have to lower the entry barrier.
Democratizing. They want people to do this stuff without any training. Well, oh, okay. You have to lower the entry barrier. Okay. essentially, they're going to make it to where even a 5-year-old child can just press a button and bam, the system turns on. They don't have to know anything except how to press a button. And they'll give them their paycheck for the day just for turning it on and turning it off. And they pay them whatever amount they want. A fixed income.
To people who have less experience, less knowledge on programming.
But the company faces stiff competition.
And also, and I'm going to get into Bobcat in a minute. They want everybody in. So they're going to try to make things easier for those who, struggle going to school and learning how to code, learning how to run AI systems. They're going to have stuff that already does most of the work for you. All you need to do is just press a button. That's it. And Bobcat, they're one of the leading companies in America building a whole bunch of new tractors for building, automated tractors. Yeah, I can show you some stuff on that. I can show you, in the construction world, in the world of tractors, what's coming, what's already here.
After all, the entire industry is, quote, lowering the entry barrier, which means more players in this new AI arena. Siemens can count on its experience and strong customer relationships, but whether it can fight off the competition in the tech space will depend on whether Bush and his company can show that AI and innovation are more than just buzzwords.
See, there's a bunch of companies trying to get to the same point. They're taking the same road, and they're trying to pin it like, oh, it's left versus right, right versus left, up versus down, down versus up. Nope, they're all going to achieve the same goal. All it is who gets there first. What it's really about is who gets there first. And actually, I'll say it doesn't matter who gets there first. They're all going to implement it. Whoever's first to last. If this company Siemens, or however I say Siemens, but if this company Siemens gets there first, the rest are going to implement it too. If this company implements their AI shit first, all the other companies are just going to implement it at the same time as them or after them or whatever. It doesn't matter who's first to they just are playing this game of, they have a lot of competition. They have to beat this company, that company. No, they don't. They're not competing against anyone. It's just who's going to implement their shit first. They might all implement it at the same time.
And AI.
So for more on this, I want to talk to my colleague Stephen Beardsley from DW Business, joining me now in the studio. Hi, Stephen. So Siemens getting a keynote address at CES.
So I'm going to exit here. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna call it here, and we'll continue this in another video. I got some more stuff to show you, but yeah. Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification, leave a comment, and make the world a better place. And let's do something about all of this. Because shit's about to get real. Like it always has been. It's just more shit's coming. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast of Technoshock. And stay tuned. All right? Biohazard Candy Kid out. Peace.